says going live. Oh, right, there we go. Apparently I'm live. I forgot I'm still signed into the account, so I don't get the notification anymore. Alright, so these are the 3 deck binders. As you can see, the camera's moving because it's easier to do this particular video with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the monster card binder, then spell and trap card binder, then the extra deck binder, to give you a basic idea of the fucking collection I've got. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack them, and then move the stack, and we move the binder. There we go. Let's open this bad boy. It's there's quite a few decks in here. There is a couple of missing spots though, because one of the decks is already built. I've got 2 decks pre-built, and I'll show you what they are in a bit. So as you can see, it's the monster card binder. So I've got like the ABC stuff here, and immediately you can see that there's empty spaces. That's where the zombie stuff goes. So it goes. That's where the emptiness stops. Then we've got the dinosaur stuff I've got. And then you've got the rest of the dinosaur stuff there. Then you've got Endymion stuff starts here, like including the curtain raiser, which then goes on until like the end here. Then Evil Eye stuff, which I don't have much of. Then we go into the Fahayas, which there's quite a few of. Then the Time Lord stuff, Ojamas, because I've still got the pure Ojama deck. My Prank Kids, which I still love Prank Kids so much. We've got Aroma Jar, which goes with the Prediction deck I rebuilt, which has Morphin Jar because that's now at 1, and Pot of Forbidden and all of this stuff. And then you've got the Salad deck, which is probably going to get hit in the next ban list, so this is going to change at some point. And then you've got the Super Heavy Samurais. I got those off Mystic Alex. I traded my Ancient Gears for them, so yay. And then there's a lot of Super Heavy Samurai stuff here, because it's all monsters in it. And then Abyss Actors, they were fun. Then I've got Exodia stuff on my Mystic Exodia deck, which spans across all of this. I want to get the rest of the gold row of the Exodias, because if I hold the camera like this, there we go. Should have them up here somewhere. That's not it. I know they are up here, but I've got like gold rare Exodia pieces up there somewhere. So I'm literally missing an arm and a leg. And obviously the battle faders and that, and Sangan for the Exodia stuff. Then you go into, this is what I'm building at the moment. So I've got like my Danger core here, which Danger Zombie, so some bits missing. And I am running 2 Dogman, so that's my 3rd one there. Then I've got my Gren Marju here because I'm going to build Gren Marju Turbo at some point. I've got a Chupacabra because I want to get the full Danger Core at some point, so I've got 1 Chupacabra for now. And as you can see, there's an Ash Blossom here, because that is where we start going into like the hand traps and everything that goes into multiple decks, so like DD Crow, Dogoran, Droll, Effect Veiler, which is gold rare. I'm really happy with those. Got a Ghost Bell recently, I'm quite happy with that. Ghost Ogre, Ghost Reaper, Honest, and then Inspect Border can go into any stun deck and Cyber Dragon, so I've put in the back here. Luster Pendulum Graph is just good for any Pendulum deck if you're going against it. And then obviously Manja and Senju, because if you're running any Ritual deck. So that's the Monster Binder in its entirety. Again, some cards are missing because obviously I'm already got a deck pre-built. This is the Spell and Trap card one, which is a little less full because there's less spell and traps. So obviously I've got my ABC stuff, I've got my zombie card structure as part of my zombie, and literally Zombie World's the only one that I'm using all of. So that's the only one that's missing for zombies here. Then I've got Fossil Dig, Lost World and all that for my, those 2 are for my dinosaurs. I'm only running 2 spells that are specific to the deck. Then Dragon Shrine onwards is Endymion, all the way up until my Evil Eye Awakening, which then makes all of this Evil Eye. Then Fahaya, and then the Mound of the Band Creator is for my Time Lords, including Empty Machine and Infinite Machine. Then Ground Collapse and Ojama Country and all that is all for my Ojamas. And I've got my Prank Kids, which goes on to about here-ish, which is quite nice. And then Prediction Princess only has one spell, which is the Ritual. Salaman Great Circle starts off the Salaman Great lot. Berserker Soul is actually for my Super Heavies. I know Super Heavy shouldn't have a spell or a trap, but Berserker Soul is funny if you run it at 1, so I'm running 1. Then you've got all the Abyss Actor spells, and then a trap right there. This is my Exodia spell and traps, which is quite nice. Again, it's just to stall, especially if it's the Mystic Mind variant. And if you skip along, here's the spell and traps that are for multiple decks, so like Undying Nightmare, just a good generic like 1000 pop your opponent card. Mystic Mine, I use Mystic Mine in Time Lords and in Exodia, so it's technically generic, so I'm running it here. Double Summon, Terraforming Metaverse, my Mirror Forces. That is where the Dark World Dealings from my zombies are. Burial from Different Dimension can be in zombies, can be in multiple decks, so again it's here. Rota, One Day of Peace, Dark Hole, Drag Down into the Grave. Cyberload Fusion isn't generic, but because I took it out on my Cyber Dragons, I needed to find somewhere to put it, so I just put it here, because there was an empty spot here. Free Allure of Darkness, got my Wakings, got my Metal Phase Fusion, Set Rotation, Invocation, because I might make an Invoke deck. My free pot of Extravagances, which I'm really proud of, because that's really expensive. Then my 2 Fusion of Fires, because you don't have to run them in Salamangreat, Great, you can actually run it in other decks to counter Salamangreat, Great, which is quite nice. Scapegoat, Super Poly, Book of Moon, your pre-prep, because again, rituals in multiple decks. Fusion Recycling, because multiple decks can use it. Upstart Goblin, multiple decks can use it. Swords, Poly, Instant Fusions, Gozen Matches. We've got our extra Foolish Burials, even though I personally don't use them, so I might get rid of them entirely. Foolish Burial Goods, Royal Decree, Pot of Duality, Anti-Spell, Torrential, Pot of Desires and Galaxy Cyclone. You've got your Cool Buys, the Regeki, the Reasoning, the Summon Limit. That's where Foolish Burial would be, and that's where 2 of the cards that are in Cyber Dragons are, which is Power Bond and Overload. Then Shared Ride, and then on this side you've got Terraforming, Twin Twisters. Next to it would have been the Monster Reborn that's in my zombies, and then the Solemn Brigade, as I call it. 1 Judgment and 1 Warning. And that's it for the spell and traps. So that's all the stuff I put into my main decks, and then you've got the extra deck binder, which I've done in a different way, because that was all put together in like, oh, this deck uses all these cards, so I'll put them together, and then I'll put all the ones that aren't really specified into the back. This one is in order of like the actual summoning types. So like, you start off with the tokens, which is the Prank Kids ones, which I'm quite happy with. And then you go into fusion, so like my ABC, my Blue Eyes Twin Burst, Invoked stuff, and Cyber stuff. You carry on with your fusions with like your Prank Kids, your Ujamas, your Salamangreats, and again over here to other fusions. Then you go into your links, which Beauregard and Beat Cop, that's those 2 missing ones. And then yeah, you just have all your links here that can be used at anywhere. Again, just all the links. You keep going because it's quite a few in here. Then, if I remember correctly, there's Wee Witch, Vampire Sucker, or Vampire Sucker and Wee Witch, because it's all in alphabetical here. And then Beals, and then Black Rose, where you turn into your Synchros, which again can be in any, because as long as you run a tuner on it, don't matter. Got your Super Heavy Synchros, you've got your Trishula Synchro, you've got your, then that goes into the XCs. The XCs, we've got all of these, like our Gaga Cowboy, which is Cowboy for Game, Castell, Dante. You've got all of these. Number 38 is missing here, which is Hope Harbinger, because that's in my Danger Zombies. But again, you've got all your XCs here. We're missing number 101, Silent Honor Arc, which again is in my Danger Zombies right now. And you keep going, you've got your Odd Eye stuff, you've got your Salamangreat XCs here. So I'm mixing stuff that's only used in one deck, like say Mirage Dalio, with stuff that are generic, like Red Eyes Flare Metal, which can go in any, you know, rank 7 deck. It's more, I'm putting all the summoning types together in alphabetical order, because then I can just flip through and put any in whatever, which is really nice. Then we've got this one, which is like Phantom Knight Breaksword, Time Thief, Toad. What's missing here is Tornado Dragon, which again is in zombies. And then like, because I've done it that way, there's actually nothing at the back. Like, it's just completely empty past here. But that's basically how I've sorted out my binders. So basically I can make a deck out of the monsters and the spells, and then I go into my extra deck binder and go, right, what do I want to run in this? Like, for example, Prank Kids. As much as like in Prank Kids you kind of need to run like your Battle Butler, your Rocket Ride, and you need to run your like Links. If you really wanted to, if I really wanted to, I could just start running like tuners and start running the Synchro engine if I wanted to, or I could run like I could run Electromite and make it sort of like Pendulum heavy. Like, I can do whatever I want when it comes to the extra deck, which is really nice. I really like having that. So I can literally run any of these at any time. To the point that I've got a little Orcust here. I've got this Orcust here, and then if I go to the page before, there's a Orcust right here. So I might run like Cyber Orcust and have Orcust as like a side deck option, which means I'll just keep the Orcust stuff in here, and then in my monster binder and my spell binder I'll put them nearer the back. And yeah, quite nice. I quite like the way I've done it. It makes it a lot easier. The only problem is now every time I want to use a different deck than one I've already built, I need to unsleeve and re-sleeve it all. So like, this is my one deck box I use now because of it, which I'm running 2 decks because obviously I can separate them. I'm running my Cyber Dragons right here at front, and then as I said, Danger Zombies at the back. So it's really nice. The way I've done it, I feel like is one of the better ways of doing it. So if you guys enjoyed, please let me know. I thought I'd just do a quick rundown of my entire binder. I am thinking of doing, at one point when I get a hold of it, I'm going to go through all my like my dueling mats as well, because I'm going to try to get rid of one of them and replace it with another one I found online, which is really nice. So fingers crossed. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Ta-ta for now. Finish event. Yeah.